Welcome to EnduringTechnologyPress.com. I'm Eric, and I really enjoy home canning, both boiling water canning and pressure canning, and they have different applications. One of the things I think a lot of people experience before they get into canning are a couple of fears. One, on the cost side, and two, on the screw it up and you're going to kill somebody. I think that latter one is the easiest one to dispense with, sure, with any foodborne illness, you screw it up, you can cause problems. It's easy not to screw up. Go to the show notes below. I've got a link to the EnduringTechnologyPress.com website. I've got some excellent resource links there on the show notes page that you can hop to that'll guarantee you food safe success in canning up your own stuff. Now, where would I start? I'd start definitely with boiling water canning. Water bath canning is an easy entry point, and it's much lower in cost. I love my All-American canner that's huge, and it's paid for itself many times over, canning meats, stews, fish, poultry, and loads of broth that I make a lot of use out of when I grab those discount turkeys at holiday time, cut them up, grind a lot of it up, boil the carcass then, and we have awesome stock for the rest of the year at a huge discount. That's made possible with that pressure canner, but it's a big investment. I think it was about $350. It's the largest All-American that I have. Not cheap. If you're just dipping your foot in the water, there's an easier way. It's boiling water bath canning. You don't have the full range, but you can do some pretty awesome stuff. And you can do it cheaply. So I was at the dollar store this morning, and I saw some things, and I figured I'd pick them up to show you just how cheaply you can get into it. One of the things you're going to need, a good ladle. That's essential, $3. These are Canadian funds, so discounted by about 75 cents Canadian on the American dollar right now. Canning funnel, I way prefer my stainless steel one, but this was $1. If you're pressed for cash, dollar gets it done. And then this, out of those three, is the most essential. It's a jar lifter. This was $2. What you do is you need these to lift the jar, grasp it around the rim, and you can lower it in and pull it back into the boiling water when you're processing it. Other thing you'll need is a rack to go in the bottom of your pot. And this was $1, which brings up the pot. If you don't already have a stock pot, this is a 20-quart one on sale for, I think it was $14. Bought a whole bunch. A couple of these got used in making my countertop brewing setup that you can find on the EnduringTechnologyPress.com website. Now, what are some of those things that you can produce? Well, a whole range of things. There's a lot of jams here. I've got a marmalade. I've got a grape jelly. That's awesome, from our own baited grapes. This is a rhubarb ginger jam that is phenomenal. And in the spring, when you're just overwhelmed with loads of rhubarb and you've already had your fill, this is a great way to process it. Rhubarb doesn't freeze very nicely, but this is just amazing. Also serves well with meats and stuff like that. It's really amazing. Nice little bit of ginger punch. And we've got an apricot jam. These are just the things that I grabbed out of my fridge. Other things that I love, I go through cases of homemade salsa. This is more or less essential in the house. And compared to the commercial stuff, this blows it away, and it's a fraction of the cost. And it has to be boiling water bath canned. It doesn't do well if you're going to pressure cook it. Take all the chunkiness out of there. So awesome. Pickled beets, love these. And some of my pickled homegrown peperoncini peppers. And this is just hitting the top of it. What can't you do with boiling water bath canning? Well, you need either sugar or acid to effectively can these things in boiling water. If you don't have those, you're doing things like soups, meats, fish, poultry, those type of things, low acid tomatoes, you'd want to use a pressure canner. But this, incredibly easy, low cost, very accessible. You're looking at $5, $6, $7 for these little things. You know, even if you paid $20 for the pot, get another one to cook up whatever you're doing. If you say under $50, you're going. You can do it on your stove. I tend to recommend doing it outside on the side burner on your barbecue. Those usually put out a lot of heat. They're good for getting that water boiling and keeping it boiling. Otherwise, camp stove, you know, while you can do it inside, if you've got other options, there's a lot of steam that's driven off when you're boiling that water for, you know, 10, 20, 30 minutes, depending on what you're making and processing. And I've got a great link for a whole manual and website, National Center for Home Food Preservation, that's run by an Ag Extension University. It's a phenomenal resource for exactly how to can it, what to do, pretty much covers everything that you'd want to make. So you can see that in the show notes below. So given this low entry point, you should probably give canning a try if you've ever wanted to give it a shot. And it'll give you an amazing range of really healthy, low-cost options to fill your pantry. So for more on this and other cool things to empower your independence, go to EnduringTechnologyPress.com. Thanks.